A disability rights campaigner has hit out at the quality of public transport where he lives. Dermot Devlin says that twice he tried to board a bus on the Killyclocker to Oma route, and both times he says the wheelchair ramp on the bus didn't work properly.
Now, he says the Oma area is being given hand-me-down buses that aren't fit for those with disabilities. He talked us through what happened to him.
Last Tuesday, I had to get a bus from Killyclocker into Oma Town Centre. It was an older bus. And when it came to take the ramp out from the side to get the side entrance in the bus, it was poorly maintained. So when it came out, it got stuck and wouldn't lower down to the footpath and wouldn't go back into the bus. So the driver did try to get it done for a long time, but it just got to the point where there was nothing he could do about it. So unfortunately, he had to phone Oma Bus Centre, and they sent a replacement bus out after 20 minutes, which was very frustrating for me as I had an appointment to make, but also for the other passengers on the bus. But because the ramp wouldn't go back in, that bus couldn't drive. So they had to transfer onto the new bus along with me. So I don't know what their reaction was to the delay. Like, they could have been making hospital appointments or job interviews or whatever it might be. So the delay didn't just affect me, but it also affected everybody on the bus. And by chance then I had to go back into town the following day. I didn't say too much about the first day because I thought, well, this might have been just a one-off occurrence for me. But it also happened the next day when I had to go to town for a bit of business. And the same issue problem, the ramp just wouldn't. The ramp came out and I was able to get onto the bus, but they couldn't get the ramp back into the bus. So I was stuck in the bus was the other passengers. So eventually they were able to get me off, but it meant then that myself and the other passengers had to go onto a new bus, and again it was 20 minutes late, 20 minutes before another bus came out. Which is understandable, like it takes that length of time, but it just meant that as a wheelchair user and as somebody who is disabled, it just meant that I don't have that freedom or luxury that non-disabled people take for granted when it comes to public transport.
And Dermot, when you're in that situation, how are you feeling waiting on the side of the road? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling, rushed? Are you feeling upset, frustrated? What's going through your head during those moments?
Well, it's a whole different... It's probably quite strange to say this because there's a whole lot of different emotions because, on one sense I'm very angry because I don't put any blame on the drivers to do this or the local bus station. But it's to do with the maintenance of the bus because these buses that are in our area, a lot of them now are coming near the end of their life. So they're not very well maintained, and that's something that should be taken care of. Like before these buses go out, make sure that the ramps are maintainable or make sure that they're working functionally. So I'm quite angry that, the Translink doesn't ensure that happens. But then I'm also kind of upset because, as a disabled person, as I said earlier, that I have to have these hurdles in front of me that other people take for granted, about getting a bus and going from A to B without any issues. And then you have the fear of, with the other bus passengers seeing me causing these problems. Like, they're obviously going to be frustrated with me because there's this guy causing the issues with the buses again. All I want to do is get from A to B, but he's making it difficult for me or us, whatever it might be.
That was Dermot Devlin speaking to us earlier. We did ask Translink about some of these points. They have given us a statement which says we are committed to providing convenient, safe and accessible services. We have launched an investigation and we apologise for any inconvenience caused to our passengers.
Yes, saying they continue to invest in facilities and they will liaise closely to offer a positive customer experience for everyone.